It's gonna be funky. How come all the pretty girls like you are taken, baby? I've been looking for someone like you to save me.
I was blessed to be raised in a family that had country and had a lot of livestock and a lot of cow brute, and we were raised on good horses. And my uncle had a world champion cutting horse stallion in the NCHA, the National Cutting Horse Association.
What was the stallion's name?
King's Pistol. And that's pretty much the genetics that goes behind our broodmare band. And we had a deep respect for him, and he left a wonderful legacy. I've been fortunate enough to get a lot of movie work, as we did the Alamo with Dennis Quaid and Billy Bob Thornton. I had 26 cast horses there, gave riding lessons, met a lot of people, and had some good ponies right there, I think. And then I did Secondhand Lions, where I had the horses there. I also had, I was a Bedouin warrior. In fact, I was one of the Bedouins there. And then I kind of got on a pretty good roll with Tommy Lee Jones. Mr. Jones has been really good to us on the 3 burials.
He's quite a horseman, isn't he?
Oh, yes, ma'am. And, you know, he's really, his family came from San Saba County, and which is not too far from where I was. I lived there for 4 or 5 years, and he was good to us. Then we just got off one, as a matter of fact, that'll be coming out in the next 3 or 4 months. It's titled As I Lay Dying. James Franco starred and directed in it. Tim Blake Nelson. That was Delmar in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's a William Faulkner novel. I had 10 mules and 10 cast horses in that, and we just finished that up in just right after Thanksgiving. Here I had all the horses belong to the Twisman Ranch, Raleigh and Kathy, and I had a pretty tough draw last year. I had a Saw colt that was, you know, he was bitey and he was pretty kicky, and you know, he was a good challenge, and I think a lot of people counted me out in the very beginning, and it's not like it's a competition or anything like that, but to do your best job, I mean, we came a long ways to kind of show what it is that are each of our own individual style and our way and our approach to a horse. And this horse was trying, but he's kind of suited me to a T, because he pretty much, you know, reminded me of home. We was raised on horses kind of that way, and that's one thing that makes this particular event different than all the rest. It's unique in the fact that those horses are halter broken, been handled some, but hadn't been saddled, and then what's different about it is we get them on a Monday, and then we get to work them all the way through Friday. Then we preview them and exhibit them on Saturday, and then Saturday afternoon they're offered at auction. And so, you know, even though that horse is difficult as he was in the very beginning, he kept getting a little better, and a little better, and then he went worse. And then because of the 5-day time frame, on the 6th day, you know, that horse broke over. He made the turn, and he became a Christian. And that's what makes it unique. You know, some of the horses that started out soft and were, you know, gimmies in the beginning, you know, some of them got sore, and some of them started to come a little more unraveled at the end. So that's where, you know, you just need to be patient and leave that colt at the end of each day in a little better spot.
Now,
if you don't get to that spot, just make sure that you don't leave any trouble there.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow will be better.
You talked about that pair up of that colt and you, and it was your style of horse. Talk to us about your starting horses. Is there your method, your own method, or is it something that's been passed down to you through the generations? Is there something specific about what you do?
Well, I'm in a crowd all by myself, and pretty much everything I do is my own method, and I pretty much live by the mantra that the only thing better than watching a wreck is being in one. And I don't know why, but it just seems to happen that way for me. But I guess all of us have our own methods in a way, but I was raised with some really good hands. I was fortunate to come up on a ranch that had good horses, and in order to make a good horse, you kind of need to know what a good horse is. And my way fits me, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to come out and get in the mix with people with other horsemen that are respected and recognized for their talents, and kind of see where you match up. I'm a cowpuncher, just raised on a cow outfit, but we always had good horses.
Yeah. Tell us about your horse.
This horse right here is a 12-year-old gelding. He's a ranch-raised horse, and he also, we've cut off of him. All our horses are started in a manner that we yoke them to a cow. If you know what yoking them to a cow, we introduce them to a cow, and then we rope off all of them, and then it's pretty much miles on the ranch, gathering, driving, that sort of thing. And this horse is a wonderful horse. He's what we call a headquarters horse. He doesn't have to make those big circles on those drives anymore because he's gentle, and we sort off of him at the pens. We also drag off of him when it's time to brand. And like if you were to come and visit as a guest, this is probably this is one of the horses you'd draw to ride. So he's a wonderful partner, and he's a forgiving horse, and he's going to be a good representation of Texas.
Super. Now, if someone wants to learn more about you, do you have a website?
No, ma'am, but I can get one. Yes, ma'am. You can go to Bogoti Productions, and I think that's what it is.